I think we are ready to go. Notification officially went out, and we're ready to rock. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Ohio State Buckeyes live stream. What's up, JB Taylor? Bum, bada, bum, 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 bum. What's up, buddy? This has the makings of an epic blowout. Yes, Ohio State should handle, little old Grambling State today. They should. I've seen crazier things happen. It is college football after all. So I'm watching the ending of the Cyhawk game between Iowa and Iowa State. I believe Iowa State just took the lead with less than 2 minutes to go. And for anyone wondering about this game coming up, this game will be on Big Ten Network. And let's actually talk about who will be calling this game today on Big Ten Network. Jeff Levering and, of course, Jake Butt, the one Team Up North player that Ohio State fans don't immediately despise. And funny enough, of course, I'm a dummy and I didn't eat anything before the stream, so I'm munching on Cheetos. How am I doing? I'm doing great. How are you doing? I heard you had a little health problem. What was it? Hurt? You had pain in your side or something? That's tough. Hope you're doing better. Wow. All right. I'm going to be eating a whole lot during the game, mainly during commercials. But, I got to eat some Cheetos or something, because I'm a dummy and I didn't eat anything before the game. I was too locked in college football. But yeah, I'm eating something small. So, doing a little background on this game, of course, this is the first ever meeting between the two, Ohio State and Grambling. This is the second ever. Oh, hang on. Almost forgot. Almost forgot. There we go. Had to get a different background. What's up, Eric? But damn, JB, you had to get your. I had to get my gallbladder and appendix removed. Ugh. Damn. That is that sucks. Iowa set. Wow. The Cyclones are rabid right now. What's up, Eric? You know what? I'm gonna add one more thing to my scoreboard. I almost forgot. Hang on. I almost forgot to add the records. Back to pass on fourth down. Gronowski looking, still looking. Oh my god, dude. Throws! And it's incomplete. Cyclones are gonna come away with the win. All right. Usually I'd go over stats and everything, but again, it's freaking Grambling State. They played something called Langston University last week. Move this over just a little bit. There we go. So I could put the record on there. I'm actually going to make the lettering just a little bit smaller. Something I can, yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then move this over here. There we go. Number 1 in the nation, baby. And then I don't think I have the records up here, do I? Nope. Wow. All right. Do 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 do. All right, but you know what? You know what I'll do? Raise it up a little bit. All right, so we got about 4 minutes or so before we get rolling here. What the hell? Oh, there it is. I was like, what the heck? Okay. Both teams, of course, come into this game 1-0. Like I said, Ohio State took down Texas last week. And Grambling, again, beat something called Langston. I'm like, who? Who is that? Who the heck is that? See, this thing is messing me all up right now. Okay, let's do this. Okay. I'll put the record right underneath the name here. And of course, I got to add the outline. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, let's duplicate that. Move it over here. And I'll put it right there. Gotta move the name. You really need to put the record on there. Yeah, it probably help. Okay. Actually, could probably move it over just a little bit. You know, I'd rather be doing this now than when the games actually matter. There. Okay. Okay, I think that'll work. There we go. So now I gotta make the thing here a little bit smaller, which is fine. There we are. Okay. And then this one, make that a little bit smaller. Okay, we just test it out, make sure we're good. All right, I think we're all set. I'll be altering this throughout the game, of course. All right, let's get it. Go to the station. Hell yeah, Raise. All right, need a nap. Yeah, go get your nap, buddy. Say you're gonna need it. Good to hear you're doing good, though. All right, so there's a look at the best damn band in the land. Doing their intro. What's up, OGT? Can't wait to stream with you tonight, of course, on your channel. Diamondbacks, Red Sox under 9 tonight. Wow. Favorite Shrek movie? The first one. Although Shrek 2 is right up there as well. And I'm not going to sleep on Shrek the Third either. But yeah, Okay. All right, I think the scoreboard looks decent enough. I guess if I could make an alteration, it'd be this. Do 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 do. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Whoa, that's too much. Hey, yo. There we go. Make it 10 here. That's better. I'm actually going to move this up a little bit. All right, so team's ready to make their way out. John Cooper ringing the victory bell tonight. Last week, it was Archie Griffin. Again, it's still early in the season, so I can make these alterations and not really feel guilty about it. There we go. This down a bit. I'm just alternating the scoreboard a little bit here, guys. Trying to make it look more awesome and presentable. There we go. All right, I think we're pretty locked on there. Perfect. Okay. Was not a fan of Shrek the Third, but yeah, 1 and 2 were great. They were elite. The fourth, eh. I mean, the fourth was alright. I'm not gonna slander the fourth one. Sorry. Comes the Buckeyes out of the tunnel, or down to the tunnel, I should say. Still got about 6 minutes before kickoff. I want to see what the crowd looks like, despite the fact that we're playing an HBCU team. Here's a look at the tunnel. Wow. Grambling State did bring their band, by the way. As the Buckeyes emerge out of the smoke. All right. Here we go. The reigning, defending national champion, Ohio State Buckeyes. Calling to the field. Ohio State took down Texas last week, 14-7. Not really a big offensive game. And then, of course, Grambling on the other side beat something called Langston University, 55-7. All right. What might be the one team up north player that we actually mess with. We like him. Micah Parsons is expected to play Sunday against the Lions. Awesome. By the way, earlier today, I did a video on it. Quinshon Judkins officially signed, or he will sign his contract. The Browns announced it earlier, so yeah, that happened. He's not going to play tomorrow, but I believe he'll be back for next week. He's not going to be placed on the exempt list either. So let's see what Ohio State does today against Grambling. Buckeye Brown, Corbin, Kentucky defensive lineman visiting today. Wow, 2027. I've noticed Ohio State is going hard after these defensive linemen in that class. They're making up for what they didn't do this year. But we'll see how many they actually land. All right, so they're doing coin toss. Should be a good one. Seventh season as Ohio State head coach. He's 71-10 with the Buckeyes. And you look at the losses, most of them have been in the Big Ten for the most part. He had a loss to Clemson, one of his first years. And then lost to Oregon randomly. Remember that? Actually, twice now. 71 degrees, 41% humidity, 12-mile-per-hour winds. All right, so we are about ready to get this thing underway. I like the red smoke coming from the scoreboard. That's new. They made a lot of changes to the atmosphere and everything. They fixed up the speakers. And next year they're going to get a bigger jumbotron too. I need that thing to be massive. Talking, you can see the jumbotron up there, right? How big it is. I need that tron to essentially get from where the helmet is on, the Ohio State helmet on my scorebug thing, where it begins all the way to the other side, pretty much. I need that thing to be massive. Ginormous. There's a lot of teams that could say that right now. So we are just about underway. Fans got the shoes in the air. I always hope that they, at least they don't, they clean those things. Have your shoe in the air. It's like, there's a Grambling band down with it. Oh, they didn't bring the dancers. Damn. They didn't bring their dancers, and I don't know if they brought the drum majors either. I'm sure they did. Man, bring the dancers, man. Let them get crunk with it. Damn. Come on. How do you not let them get crunk? Ohio State will start off with the ball, by the way. And the kick is away, and they'll let it. Oh, here, they're going to take it out of the end zone. Just past the 15, and we're underway. Here comes Julian Sand. Second ever start with the Buckeyes, of course. Last week, 13 of 20, 126 yards and a touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger should have been a Brown in 20. Probably could have been, but I don't know if he would have been the same. You think Ohio State's going undefeated this year? I like that idea. Can't hate on that. I can't hate on that. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay. All right, so here's Julian in the shotgun. Snap, back to pass. Really clean pocket. Wide open. First down. That's Ennis. Dude, clean ass pocket. I think Julian will get touched at all today. First and 10. Hands it off. Gets about 4. James Peoples with the run. Of course, the second ever meeting between Ohio State and an HBCU team. All right. Shotgun for Sand. Ennis motions. Running a jet sweep. That's going to go for a first down. Past the 40. Getting Ennis involved. I like that. Peoples, Smith, Tate, Ennis, and Claire. Backs and receivers. Ryan Hartline, the coordinator. Up front is Serveld, Montgomery, Hinsman, Shabola, and Daniels. That'd be crazy. That would have been crazy back then. Quick pass. It's Tate. Gets about 7, 8 yards. Gets tossed out of bounds. And then Bryce Cage, Hylas Francis, Isaac Washington, and Warren Robinson up front for the Tigers with Marcellus Johnson and Jamal Jordan at linebacker. God, I hate how they do this. Raby, Williams, Talley, Williams, and Davis in the secondary for Grambling. I hate how they do that. They like put thing that's so far back, and my computer like blocks half my screen, so I gotta like go ostrich neck. Stretch all my neck all the way out. Shotgun, quick pass. It's Jeremiah. It's down. Come on, Brian, let it rip, man. Stop being safe with it. Let it rip. Damn. Literally, like, send Jeremiah one time, man. I want to see him moss somebody. Hands it off. Wide up. Oh, wide open. It's Kasmerick. Touchdown. Wanted to make sure that wasn't Claire. That was Kasmerick. And it's 6-0 Buckeyes, just like that. Right up the middle. I wanted to make sure that wasn't Claire. Will Kasmerick, transfer from the other Ohio University last year. And there you go. Off and running. And here's the extra point. Snap is up and good. 7-0 Buckeyes, just like that. Do you think Patriots cover against the Raiders? -2.5. It's possible. See, Kasmerick against the linebacker. Yeah, come on. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a freaking blowout. Come on. He's probably like, why am I streaming this game? Because that's what I do. That's what I do. Do you think Derrick Henry goes over 83 and 82 and a half? It's possible. Oh, it's always possible. You know, I'm going to move my camera just a little bit. I'm going to move it up. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. By the way, gotta rock the Caleb Downs. But now let's see what this defense can do. Because again, you know, the Grambling put up 55 on Langston. If Grambling put up 55 on Langston, what the hell would Ohio State do to him? 100? He'd be plucking dudes out of the stands to play in the game by the fourth quarter. It would never happen because Ohio State has dignity and they wouldn't do that. That's the way it is. By the way, Cheetos, goated. You know, question for the chat. What's your favorite freaking chip snack? Mine? It's a tie between Cheetos and Ranch Doritos. Honestly. Have you ever eaten spicy Cheetos? Flamin' hot? No. No. I don't really do kind of spicy stuff. I mean, I'll eat spicy stuff. I just don't do spicy chips and stuff like that. Give me the chance, I would demolish this entire bag in one sitting. So this Will Merrick, third career touchdown. Who would have thought he'd catch the first touchdown of the day? I know, right, Rays? All right. So kick will go into the end zone. And first look at Grambling State's offense now. All right. I mean, Will Merrick, I don't really thought of him as like a pass catching tight end, but damn, he can do it. He can definitely do it. So here we go. God, look how small the freaking Grambling O-line is compared to our dudes. Oh my God. Here's the 1st and 10. Snap. Throws it wide open. Gets about 9. That's Tease It. The quarterback, Kazavian Tease It. 20 of 25, 210 yards, 3 passing touchdowns against Langston. Second and 3 for the Tigers at their own 32. Yeah, that dude ain't going nowhere. Frazier Robertson, member for 29 months, just over 2 years. Hey, crazy dogs, still taking one day at a time. That's great to hear. So yeah, Bradford, Howard, Williams, Georgian, Knighton up front, backs and receivers. Bethea, Meeks, Vigil, Owens, and Madney Bean. Hey, right there. Down last week, 5 for 14. Oh, I think we might have moved a little too much. A little too hungry to get after that O-line. Ohio State kept it pretty clean last week, actually. Offsides. Cedric Houston. Gotta be focused, guys. That's why I said in my preview, stay focused. By the way, the spread for this game, 55.5. Ohio State was 55.5 point favorites. Matthews, Jr., Styles, Downs, McLean, and Igbinosin in the secondary for the Buckeyes. Of course, Arvell Reese, Styles at linebacker. 1st and 10. Coming, and oh, we got whacked. Who's that? Curry, and there's a near a first down. One back just got whacked as he threw the ball. My God, who was that coming up the middle? Ohio State had a kid transfer in from Howard last year, the brother of Bo Jackson. Not the legend, the freshman running back that we have. Yeah. His brother, I think, transferred in. That's pretty cool. He's a linebacker. Might see him a little bit today. If things go the way we expect. 2nd and 3 for the Tigers. Oh, yeah. He caught it, but he lost like a yard behind the line. There's Caleb Downs on the tackle. Chips are probably cheddar sun chips. Oh, those are good too. I also love Ruffles. Cheddar, was it cheddar and sour cream Ruffles too? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chips are pretty good too, overall. All right, 3rd and 4. Come on, defense, get a sack or a turnover here. Man in motion, back to pass, dumps it off, and he will get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Lorenzo Styles on the tackle, the brother of Sonny. He transferred from Notre Dame, I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, something like that. It was like around 2 years ago, I think he transferred in. Jordan Hancock graduating. They have him playing in the slot. 4th and 5. And I assume they're going to go for it here. They're going to punt. I was going to say, they're not that ballsy. They know exactly what would happen if they went for it. And here's the punt. It's a shorter punt. It'll take a Tiger roll all the way to the, what am I going to say, what is it, 23? Buckeyes take over again. By the way, how about Texas today? Right? What, a half or so to freaking score on San Jose State? I was thinking, man, these guys look like they're sleepwalking out here. They were literally sleepwalking. They're 38-7. It took them a couple drives to finally score on San Jose State. Okay. See what's going on. Let's see how Arch Manning did. Because you know how these people are going to be on national media. They're going to glaze the hell out of him. All right, let's see how Arch Manning did against San Jose State. 19 of 30, 4 touchdowns and a pick. How many yards? 295. They brought in Matthew Caldwell for a couple drives, I guess. A couple throws. Okay. Miller and SMU are in overtime. Wow. Excuse me. Oh boy. Wait, no way. Troy is beating Clemson. Huh? Troy? Troy? The Trojans are beating Clemson. Wow. Oregon is up on OK State 13-0. That's not surprising. Georgia up on Austin P 14-3 at halftime. Damn. Half. Wow. We'll see how Ohio State does on this drive. What's up, Ray? Says, go Browns. Woof, woof. All right, Ohio State back with it. Impact players, Smith and Claire, and then Bryce Cage for Grambling. That's Claire. I want to see him score. That'd be cool. That would be awesome. Okay. So 1st and 10. Inside their own 20. Back to pass. Saying. All the time in the world. Got a man wide open. It's Jeremiah. And he's gone. Touchdown Buckeyes. One play. Just like that. That was easy. Like, that's too easy. What the heck was the corner doing? Raby got caught with his eyes in the backfield, and Smith is like, see ya. I'm outie. I'm outie. You're not catching him. He's too good. First play, Jeremiah to the house. Wow. He gets up and good. 14-0, just like that. Wow. Wow. You see, when Julian locks in, this team is going to be so damn hard to stop. Like, come on. He's got 2 touchdowns. Arch Manning took almost half the first quarter to score. A couple drives. We've scored 14 already. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Oh. Oh. Excuse me. Oh. Man, these things are hitting my butt. You know, like freaking rocks falling into the river, like into an ocean. Like splash, splash, splash. Oh my. Ward Campbell is on track to play Sunday. Okay. Jeremiah's too damn good, man. He's too good. It's Grambling State. Yeah. But he's still too damn good. Cornerback got caught with his eyes in the backfield, which is a no-no. And Jeremiah just kept on going. Nobody was around. Not a soul in sight. This is about to be a massacre. This is about to be a massacre. This is about to be a massacre. This is gonna be a beating. The belt. The belt. Oh, this is about to be a beating. The beating. This is about to be a beating. A beating. E. There's the Big Ten commercial. Everyone loves. For dang Columbus. All right. Another touchback. Oregon. Dante Moore. Again, wide open. Oh my goodness. Oh, Decorian Moore. Wow. All right. So 14-0 Buckeyes on 2 possessions on the offensive side. 1st and 10. 77-0. It could be around there. Shotgun for Tease It. And they tried to do a read option. Gets about 2 yards. Running back got swallowed up. They were not falling for that. They blew it up regardless. There's Peyton Pierce. I think he's out of Texas, I believe it is. He's another one of them solid linebackers that we have. 2nd and 8. And yeah, he's not going anywhere. Come on. Loss of a yard. Dude, you're not going to run around the edge on these guys. They're too fast. Running back room, impact player, and then Arvell Reese and Caleb Downs for Ohio State. You're not going to run around the edge on these guys. They're too quick. Especially if he gets slowed down by a linebacker. You see Bo Atkinson on the bottom of the screen. Can't tell who that is on the top. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Who whiffed on that one? Damn. Throws it out of bounds. Not sure who that was that whiffed, but he definitely got pressure. That might have been Matthews. And now, Jason is playing. He got hurt last week. Good to see him out there. Oh, that was Matthews. Matthews, you gotta like be ready for the evasive maneuver. You can't just go in there and try to knock him free, man. You gotta like kind of like stutter step a little bit. Gotta have in your back of your mind. He could dip at any moment. But still, he put pressure on the quarterback. That's good. Another punt. Another short punt. Ennis will jump on it. And that's where Ohio State takes over. Brennan Ennis is the king of fair catches. Has he returned a punt at all? I don't think so. All right. Ooh-wee. So let's see how quickly this drive goes. How is Ohio State and Grambling even allowed? Grambling agreed to it because they see it as a chance to, for exposure and stuff. And yeah, we're paying them a good amount. I said, I think in my preview video, I believe Ohio State had a game against UConn for like a few weeks from now originally, but they canceled that, and then they scheduled Grambling to fill it. I guess. Interesting. Ohio State up 14-0. 2 drives. Easy money. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could just keep going to Jeremiah. He'd have like half 1,000 yards in this game. Uh, All right. There's Jeremiah. You see Jelani Thurman out there, Tate, Claire. And there's Brian Hartline up top. See what Ohio State does on this drive. How long this drive goes. Shotgun. Hands it off. And Peoples bouncing off defenders for the first down. Already near midfield. Second longest passing play in OSU history. Sheesh. Throws wide open. That's Jelani Thurman. No, wait, no, it's not. Is it Thurman? Yeah, that is Thurman. I've never seen him on the field. It's like, wow, Jelani Thurman. Hey, Jelani, let's go. All right, 1st and 10. This is Jeremiah again. They actually get a few yards, but they actually tackled Jeremiah, but it took like 4 guys to do it. And Jelani on a crossing route. All right, near the 20. Watch out for Jeremiah here. Get one to Carnell or Max. Snap. Play action. Oh, nice snag. That's Claire. First down. That's Claire. Former Purdue Boilermaker. First and 10. And it's near at the 15. Just inside the 15, excuse me. Play action. Pass. Kasmerick again. Gets inside the 10. Running a little tempo here, it looks like. Ooh. Watch out for like a fade or a run here. Under center. A pitch. And he bobbled it. Oh my God, dude. Donaldson, are you serious? Ohio State, I think, fell on it. Yeah, they did. Come on, Donaldson. Finally get in the game and you bobbled it. You freaking can't even catch a pitch. Come on, dude. Yeah, he was too busy trying to run. He didn't have the ball. Yeah. Just a bad toss, but that was the first again, that's the first negative play of the day. 2-9. Donaldson had one of the only touchdowns of the game last week. Shotgun. Back to pass. The catch. Carnell Tate. Too good. Went up and snagged it out of the air. And it's 20-0 Buckeyes pending extra point. Dude, these guys are so good, man. Oh my God. Look at this. Just goes up. Snags it. Yeah. Yeah. Foot and elbow both down. Yeah. Foot and elbow both down. Snap up and peek. Uh, and 1-0. It's a little bit bigger, I think. Yeah, there we go. There. 21. And it kicks away. End zone. Touchback. Oh, man. Big Ten volleyball. Florida and Ohio State, Cal, Nebraska, Creighton, and USC. All right. Shotgun. Snap. And he'll get about 3 or 4. 4. Second and 6. Shotgun. And we got flags. Flags in the backfield. Ball start. Offense. Yep. Back to pass. Nice throw, catch, and he gets good chunk of yards. That's about it. Third down. Third and 3. Sup, Karam? It's down and a little bit more. Wow. They officially got a first down. Shotgun. Throws it deep. Under through his man. Big Benosin was blanketed all over the receiver. There was no shot to even get the ball to anywhere around Benosin. Davison was all over him. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first. Second and 10. Should have gone. We have a whistle. Timeout. All right. There's Coach Mickey Joseph for Grambling. Oh, look, Devin Sanchez. I hope you guys whoop the Bengals' ass. I hope so too. All right. 2nd and 10. Yeah, swallowed up. That's a loss. 3 on the tackle. I don't know if that's qualified as a sack. Eleven. Jackson Jr. A 3-man front. Wow. Caught it, but he's about a yard short. He does a little for a 4th down. Interesting. No, he's not hurt. He just signed today. Yeah, he officially signed his contract. 4th and 1. Oh, it's 4th and 11. They said he did not catch it. Let's see. That looks like a catch, but okay. Yeah, they're gonna look at it. I mean, it looked like he caught it, but I don't know. That gives me a chance to munch on some more Cheetos. Banger. By the way, not sponsored. Nah, but I'm enjoying these though. There's a ruling. No. So they can't hear, but it was 4th down regardless. Ruling is overturned. It'll be 4th and 1. All right. So they're gonna go for it. See if they can stop these guys. They stopped freaking Texas, what, 4 times? Yeah. But they can't stop Grambling, and he's going to keep going inside the 40, near the 30. Oh, yeah, they can stop Texas, but they can't stop Grambling. That's what we're going to hear now. Just kind of shakes off a couple tackles. Yeah. Shakes off the big guy. That's Lewis. 1st and 10. just at the 31-yard line of the Buckeyes. Gets to the 25. So Styles. And that'll end the first quarter. Buckeyes up 21-zip. Uh, what? Kenyon Sadiq, Oregon. Marlon Klein with the Wolverines of Team Up North. And of course, Max Clare, Ohio State. Lake McCree, USC. Luke Lindenmeyer. Okay. Oh, guy moving again. Come on, dude. It's freaking Houston again. Edric. Freaking, like, damn, dude. I'd be like, Edric, mental. Damn. Wow. So Syracuse beat UConn, and Fran Brown is making his team run sprints in front of the fans. That's crazy. Wow. They're at the 20. Gets about 2 or 1 yard, actually. That's Cruz. And Bethea's down. He's hurt. One of the old linemen, it looks like. Yeah. Something with his ankle, it looks like. Wow. Making the team run sprints in front of the team, in front of the fans. After beating UConn in overtime. Well, that's a way to teach them. Like, nah, fam, you're not going to the locker room. You're staying there. You're going to run sprints. Damn, Fran. All right. Be it for a while. So there goes Bethea. He's helped off the field. Probably hurt his ankle. Yeah. So they're just inside the 20. It's 2nd and 9. 9-play drive. Little too high and good coverage by Downs. 3rd down. You see, there's Davison. Looked at as possibly a 1st-round pick in this upcoming draft. There's Matt Patricia. You see there's Downs communicating the rest of the secondary where to go. McLean hanging out in the defensive backfield. Shotgun, empty backfield for Tease-It. Way out of bounds. Big Benosin had his dude driving out of bounds. That's how blanketed he was. Not a chance at all. He drove him out of bounds. Good clean coverage, too. He just forced the receiver out of bounds. And 4th down. Field goal attempt coming up. Imagine we block it. Theodore Caballero, 5'8" kicker. Not even close. Not even close. Wide right. All right, Ohio State takes over. Best drive of the day so far for Grambling, and he shanked it. That's tough. Nice drive, but came up with nothing. See what the Buckeyes do on this drive. 14:24 to go here in the first half. Well, yeah. Donaldson's still out there at running back. Beautiful day in Columbus. Surrounding area next to the horseshoe. 1 for 1 on 3rd down. They're 1 for 4. 235 total yards. Hands it off. Donaldson breaks one tackler, gets about 9 yards. .393 most pass yards and touchdowns and a half. Today, 218 and 3. Most was since 2015, 393 and 6. Stroud against Sparty. That wasn't even against like a feeble team. That was against Sparty. I think I streamed that game too. Second and one. Second and one. Voice crack. Rodgers out there? Wow. Back to pass. Caught. About a yard. That's Christian. Shotgun. Back to pass. Throws. Wide open. It's Jeremiah again. First down. They're blocking by Donaldson here. He saw the rushers. Nope. First and 10. 12:53 to go. Back to pass. Charges it up. Got a man wide open. It's caught by Rodgers. First down. I'm sorry, that's Tate. I'm sorry, that was Cornell again. I just saw the one. I thought it was Rodgers for some reason. Couldn't see the other number. On the money, man. First and 10. They got Onyanwa out there too. Wow. 13 consecutive completions. Program record is 14 by Will Howard last year. And there's the 14th. And there's Ennis first down inside the 10. Shotgun. Back to pass. Throws. Caught. Jeremiah. Touchdown. Right down the field. Right on down the field. Two touchdowns already for Jeremiah. These guys are, this defense is in hell. They don't know. They don't know what to do. They can't stop these guys. Quarterbacks throwing darts and they're like, Kick is up and good. 28-0. Consecutive completions, program record. Uh, let's get a score update on the other games around the country. Fourteen to 3. That game is in a delay right now in Georgia. Kentucky up 10-0. Bruh. Oh, Lane Kiffin, what happened? Why are you losing to Mark Stoops, huh? 31-0 Tennessee. And that's it from the top 25. Here's the return. Williams takes it about the, 16-yard line? Let's see what's going on overall in the D1. There's Arvell Reese. 38-7 Temple over Howard. 14-3 Georgia, of course. New Mexico up 14-10 over Idaho State. 20-3 Oregon. What other ones? 21-15 Kansas. 12-7 Oregon State. 21-zip Cincinnati. Georgia Tech up 7-6 in the first. Colorado up 10-0. And that running back gets swallowed all the way up. Maybe lost like 6 yards, but yeah. There's Sonny again. App State up 14-6 on Lindenwood. Texas State over UTSA 9-7. 21-14 Navy over UAB. Western Mish over North Texas 14-7. Buffalo up on St. Francis 23-zip. Middle Tennessee 3-0. West Virginia 7-3 over Ohio. Wyoming up 7-0 over Northern Iowa and at the end of the first. Yeah. All right. Gonna hand it off again. And he'll get a solid a few yards. It's about 4. Third down. Third down. I was looking at Grambling's schedule. The next 2 weeks are against, Kentucky State and East Texas A&M, who we saw get their backs blown out earlier today. Yeah. 3rd and 8. Shotgun. 7 on the play clock. Snap. Intercepted. Caleb Downs with the interception. Just wink, picked it right off. Snatched it right out of the air. He was just lurking in the middle of the field, and Tease-It just didn't see him or whatever. So he went up, faked a rush, came back, picked it straight off. Now, if this was the NFL, Caleb would have got up and ran, but It's not like that. All right. Buckeyes get it right back here, and they're going to look to add to this lead inside the 25. Hands it off. And Peoples inside the 15, about the 12-ish yard line. Second down. First turnover of the game. And another injured Tiger. One of the, is that a corner or something? One. Hmm. Let's take a look at Grambling's schedule coming up. I mean, it's just happened, but hey. You know, what people were saying on Twitter. What people were saying on Twitter this week. Ohio State has earned this kind of game because before this week they had faced 5 straight top 10 teams and they won them all. Starting off with Tennessee, then Oregon, Texas, Notre Dame, and then, of course, Texas again. Coming up later this year, let's see what they got after they face Kentucky State and East Texas A&M, which used to be called Texas A&M Commerce. But then, of course, they start off with their conference schedule, the SWAC, the State Fair Classic against Prairie View A&M at the Cotton Bowl. Wait, what? You mean they play at the Cotton Bowl too? So there goes the injured player Davis getting helped off. He appears to be all right, but probably just got shaken up. He kind of just jogged off on his own. See what Ohio State does on this drive. We're already inside the 15, looking to add another one here. 15 passes, 6 rushes so far today. 28-0. Watch out for a fade in the slot. Man in motion. Hands it off again. And that's a first down. Peoples near the 5. So, yeah, they play at the State Fair Classic September 27th. Oh, and then October 11th, you have the Red River Shootout. Wow. Texas Southern, 2 weeks later, October 11th, UAPB and then Jackson State at the HBCU Classic in Vegas. Alabama A&M, Bethune-Cookman, Alcorn, and then, of course, Southern in the Bayou Classic. Bayou. Man in motion. Dumps it off. Shakes off a defender and gets about a yard for Tate. Second and goal. Just spins out of that tackle. Stayed on his. If he would have stayed on his feet, he probably would have scored. See Max Clare get a touchdown, man. Give it to the kid. Give it to the new guy. Watch out for a fade to Jeremiah. 1-on-1 down bottom of the screen. Shotgun. Snap. Intercepted. Wow. That's Raby. Wow. I guess he knew it too. Damn. That's how his streak ends, huh? On an interception. Yeah. Tate let him get in front. Come on, Tate. You can't let him get in front of you. Can't let him get in front of you, Tate. Come on now. Problem is, I don't think that was in the end zone. So they're gonna have the ball in their own territory. Deep in their own territory, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're gonna have it. God, that's their own one. Holy crap. And he'll get about 2 or 3. Yeah, I don't know why. Tate's, you can't let him get in front of you like that. You gotta get rid of that earlier. He kind of hesitated. You could have had Jeremiah on the cross inside, but he wanted to go to Tate and dangerous spot to put the ball. Shotgun for tease it. Oh, and is that a catch? Incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 8. Incomplete. Yeah, he was out of bounds. His big toe was out of bounds. But does he have possession? It's hard to say. Honestly, they might look at that one too. Again, you only need 1 foot in bounds in college. Yeah. Okay. So they ruled it was a catch. All right. Yeah. And Julian hesitated big time on that throw. Can't do that. Can't hesitate. Like he was like doing wiggle hit me. All right. 1st and 10. Shotgun. Past the 20. No pass rush. Look at this. Can't even get a damn pass rush against Grambling. What are we doing, guys? Come on. These losers can't even get a pass rush against Grambling. God. But again, Larry Johnson just tells them to push, push, push. Push, push, push. Don't use any pass rush moves to get to the quarterback. No, just push. Push, push, push. No swim or spin moves. Just push them. Power rush. Yep. Shotgun. Gets about 3. Oh, Shotgun. Rips it off. Oh, nice job to hold on there just long enough. McLean was dangling on him. Dude, these pass rushers, man. Does Larry Johnson teach these guys any sort of pass rush moves? Or is it all they do is just power rush? These guys can't even get a pass rush against Grambling. All right, 3rd and 7. Let's see if they can get off the field here. Would love a turnover. Oh, dropped it. He was open too. He had space, but just off the hands. And that'll be Buckeye ball. He had space. Just off the hands. And now they're going to punt it away here. Oh, watch out. Here's the return. And Ennis got tripped up. He actually did get a couple yards, though. Buckeyes get it back. Oh, false start on the offense. Illegal formation. Yeah. So we're gonna hack him up and make him re-kick. So for now, it'll be Grambling ball again. Now here comes the fair catch. I already know that much. He ain't gonna return this one. He'll fair catch it. Brandon Ennis is the king of fair catches. They have to do it again. I'll just block it. Oh, we haven't seen a blocked punt for Ohio State in ages, it feels like. And here's the punt again. A lot more space this time. Here's the return. And he just stutter steps and gets a few yards. Oh, Brandon Ennis. Okay. Oh, Julian Sain coming back out for another drive. Not sure how many more drives he'll get. At some point, he'll probably get the first half and then. But yeah, Julian on that last drive, he had Smith in the middle, but he went to the corner. Let the corner get in front of him, and you can't do that. Oh well, defense helped him out. All right, let's get another touchdown here. 16 of 17, 290, 4 touchdowns. Back to pass, throws. Carnell Tate again gets about 7. I don't know if I mentioned this in a video, but I was talking like the South Florida boys. They something else in football. You know, people talk about football havens. South Florida is that place to go for receivers and skill players. Texas is like really good with like big guys up front. Ohio is really good for O linemen. 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Dumps it off. Here's Brandon Ennis in the shade. First down and a little bit more. Dump off pass to Ennis. I want to see BI get in the end zone one time. What's going on, Daniel? Damn, Daniel. I get it again with the one comment. 1st and 10. saying now over 300 yards passing. Not sure how much of the game he'll get. Might see him get into the third quarter, and then that'll be it. Here's a handoff. Big run in near the 35. That's Peoples. It's kind of a horse collar, but they didn't call it. Back to pass. Rolls to his right. He'll run for a couple yards and then went out of bounds. He's not a runner, it seems like. It seems to be an Ohio State thing. Just quarterback just doesn't run a whole lot right now. We haven't really had a certified, bona fide running quarterback since Justin Fields for the most part. CJ did run a little bit here and there. Since then, I mean, Braxton was a bona fide runner. Cardale could do it. Dwight, I think, ran a little bit. 2nd and 10. Hands it off. Ooh, nice play. 1st down and more. 20, 10, inside the 10. That's CJ Donaldson. And the Buckeyes are once again in the red zone. 1st and goal. Minutes to go in the half. Oh, wow. Wait, Bowling Green brought their cat and it's got a football helmet on? Okay. Oh. Michael Irvin. Dude is something else. Vita Vea is likely to play on Sunday versus the Falcons. Wow. Nikola Jokic and Serbia just got eliminated by Finland in the 1st round of Eurobasket. Damn. Damn. All right. Let's once again do another score update. With 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. 28-0 Buckeyes, but they're threatening to score again. That's an interesting looking hat. Again, a beautiful day in Columbus. 2 minutes to go. Donaldson in the backfield, saying under center. Hands it off. Powers it inside the 5. Second down. See Roberts out there at tight end. Wow. Nate Roberts? Wow. Powers it through to the about 3-ish yard line. Third down. Bringing in the big boys here. Jumbo package. What's this? 5 tight ends. This is like super jumbo package. It's a lot of meat. Hands it off. And he's in. Touchdown. That's a lot of meat up front. Ready for nothing. Pending extra point. Second touchdown of the season for CJ Donaldson. He went super extra jumbo package. Snap, up, and good. All right, 35-0. Brian Hartline up top, the offensive coordinator. And kick is away. This will not be returned. All right. Grambling with the ball again. Shotgun. Hands it off. We get about 5. It's Bradford. .87 rush yards. They have 56. Second and 5. And there's flags. I believe the Grambling O-lineman flinched. They're going to use a timeout. They will have one remaining. Here, get watch out. Just sent the dude crashing into the tent area. One of the staffers jumps right up. He's okay. That dude got wrecked. Looks like a grad assistant or something. 3rd and 10. And they'll get nothing. Well, actually, maybe about 3 yards. That's going to do it for the first half. Buckeyes lead 35-zip. It's been all Ohio State, really. As you'd expect, though. All right, so I don't even know if I can even look at the box score. Do they even have the box score up on here? Let me check. All right, so halftime. See what other games are going on. ACC Network, Troy Clemson, SEC South Florida and Florida. See what's going on West Virginia, Ohio, Middle Tennessee, Wisconsin. Let's watch this. 14-3 still delayed. Georgia and App State, Austin P. Okay, now it's 14-10 Ole Miss. That was quick. All right. Okay, let's look at the box score for the game. Troy is still up 7-0. That game's still in a delay. So for Grambling, TZ 9 of 15, 55 yards and a pick. On the ground, Andre Cruz 3 carries, 22 yards. Trey Bradford 5 for 20. TZ has 4 for 11. Phillips has 1 for 3, and Byron Eaton has 3 for 2. Through the air, Keith Jones, 2 receptions, 19 yards. Tyson George, 2 for 16. Williams, 1 for 8. Eaton, 1 for 7. Covatus Knighton has 2 for 6. Bradford has 1 for -1. 55 total passing yards, 58 total rushing yards. Nothing on defense. Okay, so they did give Caden Curry the sack from earlier. Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if they gave him the sack, but they did. And then for Ohio State, Julian Sayin, 18 of 19 for 306 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. Technically, he has thrown 19 straight completions, but 18 of those went to an Ohio State player. Rushing, CJ Donaldson, 5 carries, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Peoples, 5 for 41. Ennis has 1 for 8, and Sayin has 2 for -7. And then receiving, Jeremiah, 5 receptions, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Tate, 5 for 69, nice, and a touchdown. And Will Kasmerick, 2 for 55 and a touchdown. Ennis, 3 for 29. Thurman has 1 for 26 yards. Claire, 1 for 7. Christian has 1 for 1. And that's it. Besides the interception by Caleb Downs. Tyrell Raby has a pick for Grambling too, by the way. Looking around the country, 14-3 again, still in a delay. Georgia and Austin Peay. 34-3 Oregon over OK State. No surprise there. 14-10 Ole Miss over Kentucky. Kentucky into the end zone near or through a touchdown on 4th down. Wow. Tennessee over East Tennessee State, 47-7. South Florida and Florida are tied at 3 in the second quarter. And then we take a look at conference by conference. Big 12. Kansas and Missouri, 21-21 at halftime. Bowling Green down 21-3 at half. Colorado over Delaware, 17-7 at halftime. Ohio is beating West Virginia, 10-7. Coming up later tonight, of course, in the Big 12, Cal Poly and Utah. Army, Kansas State. Houston, Rice. North Carolina AT versus UCF. Arizona State, Mississippi State. Weber State and Arizona. And Stanford and BYU. In the Big 10, the only other two games going on, Rutgers over Miami, Ohio, 10-7 in the second quarter. And Wisconsin over Middle Tennessee, 7-3. In the ACC, 21-6 Georgia Tech in the half, near the half. I can't even speak. Midway through the second quarter. 21-zip Wake Forest over Western Carolina in the second quarter as well. Coming up later today, Texas Southern and Cal. Bethune-Cookman and Miami. North Carolina Charlotte. Vandy and Virginia Tech. Boston College Sparty and Stanford BYU, of course. Beat SMU in overtime. 2 overtimes. Wow. And they were down 10-0 in the first. And they still won. That's crazy. Wow. And then we got Pac-12, I guess. Fresno over Oregon State, 20-15. SEC, it just means more. 14-13, Ole Miss over Kentucky. 21-21, Kansas and Missouri, the border battle. 9-3 Florida over South Florida now. Ooh. So wait, did that get negated? It did. That's tough because PI. That's tough. 13-zip now, Arkansas over Arkansas State. Nullified. Wait, what happened in this game? Louisiana Tech, LSU, South Carolina State, South Carolina, Arizona State, Mississippi State, Team Up North, Oklahoma, Ball State, Auburn. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh, I see. Yeah. UF, okay, Florida pass interference on Hayden Hansen, 15 yards from the USF 14 to the 29. No play. Bro. God. La Boo Boo? Holy crap. What the heck is that? A duck? Okay. All right. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Florida's going to end up scoring anyway. Oh, wow. Got to be careful with South Florida because they did beat Boise last week. It's 6-3. They got field goal. That's tough. Only getting field goals. That's against South Florida. In the American Conference, let's see what's going on over there. I mean, Temple getting the belt going against Howard right now, 55-7 Owls. Texas State, 19-14 over UTSA. Navy over UAB in the delay right now, 21-14. Western Mish up over North Texas, 17-7 at halftime. And of course, Florida up on South Florida, 6-3. Wow. Akron, Nebraska tonight. Southern Illinois, Purdue, UC Davis, and Washington. 11 o'clock. Oh boy. What the hell? And Dale and Kansas. 104-point win against El Dorado. Huh? Wow. Okay. "24-7 Colorado over Delaware." Ryan Staub is throwing touchdowns. Sincere Brown, 71-yard touchdown. Damn. Wow. So let's look at the Quad Script Ohio. The alumni band is there today. That's cool. That's cool. Mm-hmm. 17-13 Ole Miss over UK. All right, looks like we're about ready to get underway here with the second half. What is that now? The Grambling State Band. That's cool. Hmm. Yeah, 35-0 Buckeyes. All right. Thompson and Troy are back underway. See how long starters stay in the game with the way this is going. Don't be surprised if Lincoln Keenholz comes in at some point in the second half. But anyways, it'll be Grambling State with the ball to start the third quarter. And here we go. All right. Shotgun. Single back to the right. Got 3 receivers, or 4 receivers. Hands it off and swallowed up immediately. They're saying it was a pick. What the hell happened? Okay. Riley Pettijohn picked up the ball. I guess the running back fumbled it, and Riley Pettijohn took it to the house. Me completely off guard. Well, let's see what happened here. 98 came in there, popped the ball out right there. Yeah, the ball is loose. I think. It's loose there. Yeah. Right before the knee goes down, I think he lost the ball. And Riley Pettijohn scoop and score. Wow. And the kick is up and good. They were just celebrating. The next thing I see is Pettijohn pick up the ball and run with it. It's like, oh. So Riley Pettijohn scoop and score. I know the parents are excited about. Oh, it was Caden McDonald who broke it, who knocked it free. Wow. How cool is that, though? Riley's father played for Syracuse, and now here's Riley playing for Ohio State. They get the ball right back. Oh yeah, Caden and Caleb grew up near each other. There they are as little kids. Look at that. God, look how small Caden was as a kid. Look at him now. Grown ass man. Love it. First and 10. They're going to run it with the quarterback this time. That's Ashton Fry, new quarterback. Second down. Out of Birmingham, Alabama, 6'5", junior. Second and 7. How's Scott? Aaron Scott with an interception. Just jumps the route. Yoink. Yeah, this defense is like, yeah, we're just gonna pick on these fools now. They might not rule that a catch though. Let's see. Hard to say. Aaron Scott. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, yeah, they said it's incomplete. Okay. That's now the second time we've had a pick negated due to a ball hitting the freaking ground. Back to pass. Much safer this time. Gets a first down. Shotgun for Grambling. Trying to run it, and he runs right into the teeth of the defense for nothing. And we see Pettijohn, there's Smith. Might even see some Epi out there, later on. There's Pierce and everything like that. I wonder if we're going to see Alfred a little bit here. We got Pettijohn right around the same time that we got Devin Sanchez. 2nd and 9. I wanted him to pick that off. Damn it. Still caught, though. Who kind of got mossed there? Someone low-key got mossed. Oh, that's freaking... What's that? Receiver for Grambling got hurt, so they're going to tend to him. Was Delane? Oh, damn, Faheen. Can't get mossed like that, fool. You got to make sure you finish the play, man. I thought he would have had that ball, too, man. Come on. Nah. By the way, if you see a number 44 on the defensive line, that is Epe Satenali. Yeah. Number 25 is Ty Howard, the brother of Bo Jackson, the running back. In this game, we might see a little bit of Bo Jackson and some Anthony Rogers. Okay. There's Keen Holes in St. Clair. Penalty on Grambling here. Yep. False start. Seven. Pressure up the middle, and he's going to throw it in. It's broken up. There's Riley Pettijohn again. Just think, when Sonny and Arvell are gone, you're going to have Riley and TJ Alford and the other linebackers that we're going to be bringing in. Pierce, CJ Sana next year as well. Showtime. 4th and 7. Jason Rogers to return this punt. Breaks one tackle. Uh-oh. Bryson. And, makes one guy miss. Gets to the 50. All right, Bryson, look at you. No flags on the field from what I see. Wow. Keenhole is now in at quarterback. There's a penalty. Oh, he signaled and then ran with it. Okay. Bryson. Oh, yeah. No, that's enough of a hand signal. Here's a handoff. Peoples again. So there was a flag. Okay. So Keenholes. 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Caught near the line. They're going to say it was a first down. Thinking Keenhole season now. By action, dumps it off, incomplete. Second and 10. Snap. Hands it off. Around the edge. Was a guy. Oh, damn. Don't hurt yourself, James. That could have went bad. Land wrong on your ankle and trying to hurdle Gillard. Took a helmet to the shin area. To the lower thigh. All right, 3rd and 2. Is this going to be the first punt we see from the Buckeyes? Knowles with the run for the first down. First and 10. Hands it off again. Nice run by Peoples. Gets about a yard. Oh, twisting his arm, leg all up. There's a flag. Florida. Wow. Up 9-3. South Florida potentially scoring here soon. See what this flag is on. Face mask on the defense, right? Kind of twisted them all up and damn. Didn't seem like he got the face mask. 9-6 Florida over South Florida at halftime. Wow. 9:35 to go in the 3rd. Here's Keenholz back to pass. Throws it wide open. Look at that. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Pick, touchdown. 6-1-7-6-4-8. Wow. Nice throw in the seam to Rodgers for the first down inside the 10. Dude, Bryson Rodgers has that speed, though. On the slant route. Oh, Bo Jackson's now in. Running back from Villa Angela St. Joe's. Under center. Hands it off. Jackson through. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Almost. Yeah, almost way too easy. That's cool. And good. Van Sickles out there too. Wow. That guys. Alrighty. Grambling will get it back. 49-0. $8:24 to go in the third. Bruce gets a nice run. First and 10. He gets stuffed by Pettijohn. Second down. Did we just get the ball? What the hell? Did we force another fumble? Oh, the ball came out. I didn't even notice that. Epi, I believe, picked it up. Buckeyes get it back again. Damn. It's West for the run. And they're at the 35. Pete came in there and picked up the ball. I didn't even notice. Wow. Second and 4. Play action, back to pass. Throws. Nice move. Oh, here's Marvin Graham inside the 15. He's got that. He's another speedster. Little shimmy and off to the races. Pushed out of bounds. Seven 20-plus yard plays. Pistol formation. Hands it off. Rumbles it inside. Touchdown Buckeyes. Isaiah West. $55-0 pending extra point. Those Marines down there getting a workout. Kansas up 24-21. 9-6. Florida over South Florida. Mexico up 25-22 over Idaho State. Now they're up by 10. Okay. No way. Troy is up 10-0 over Clemson. Come on, Clemson. What are you doing? How are you losing to Troy, man? Troy is beating Clemson. Wow. 31-7 Colorado over Delaware. Bowling Green losing 31-10. UTSA over Texas State 28-26. That's really it. Ohio over West Virginia 17-10. 12:31 to go in the third. I'll be tuning in like, how is this dude live for this game? Because I want to be live. This is fun. Especially because you get to see the freshmen now. Delaware. All right. I'm just waiting for a pick six, and then that'll pretty much be it for my bingo card. Besides a scoop, besides a kickoff return or something. There's Devin Sanchez, one of the top commits in the class of 2024. I even said, I was like, man, they're not going to be able to keep him off the field. That's how good he is. There he is up in the bottom of the screen. Bunch formation. Oh, yeah, they swallowed that up. Damn. God. That's Alford. Pride of Vero Beach. These freshmen, man, these guys are getting after it. Damn. Yeah, there's Delane. 2nd and 12. I want to see us get like a pick six or something here. If Devin Sanchez gets a pick six, that'd be awesome. 2nd and 12. Hands it off and swallowed up. Gain of 2. She's coming in. Oh my God. Dang, who the hell? Oh, Zion Grady. He follows me on Twitter. Damn. Zion Grady with a sack. And are getting after it, man. Fourth and 20. They're going to let it bounce. It'll be just past the 50. Alex Malone and Citanelli. You know, Lyndon Merritt could have been a part of this. But like I always say, it's like he wanted to go be on YouTube instead of actually have a chance to win legit, trophies. Because he flipped his commitment to Colorado. I say, like, whenever I hear about him, it's like he wanted to go be on YouTube, because the Sanders family, they have a YouTube channel over there and everything, That's what I always say. It's like he just wanted to be on YouTube. Yeah. What is that? These freshmen are getting after it. So Buckeyes have it just shy of midfield. 1st and 10, 4:19 to go in the third. Hands it off. That is West. That's Dixon. Once again in Tiger territory, 500 total yards for the Buckeyes. Hands it off. 1st down. That's Jackson again. Ian Moore, New Palestine, Indiana. Nice. Sophomore. Okay. That's Sickle. Wow. Shotgun. Hands it off again. 1st. $169 rush yards for the Buckeyes. 373 passing. Wow. 542 total. Shotgun for Keenholz. Hands it off. And he'll get about 2 or 3 yards. He'll be about a yard or so shy. God. Six, 7, 330 pounds. Ethan Onianwa. Transfer from Rice, I believe it was. And, ooh, wow, they actually got stopped on 3rd down. First time all day. Fourth quarter coming up. Father losing to Sac State. Southern Miss. How about this, though? Southern Miss beating Jackson State 17-10. Early in the second quarter. $16-0 Troy. Oh my God, Clemson. Yo, is Clemson like ass or something? I mean, no comeback, but damn, being down 16-0. How is Clemson losing 16-0? 4th and 2. They're going to go for it here. And now we got what was that? Oh, a fan ran onto the field. Of course. Why the hell would you do that? I don't no idea what he was thinking. Back to pass. Caught. Thurman, touchdown. Well, they might hit 70. What's up, JB? If Grambling is careful, they still got a shot. Yeah. That's 7 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns for tight ends today. Grambling has coordinated 10 onside kicks. Yeah. Shotgun. Come on, nick the ball out. Get another turnover. McClendon, huh? Davian St. Clair warming up. The freshman, I think he's a freshman.
So he's going to get some run in this fourth quarter.
Second and 6. And he'll get about 2 or 3. 4, okay. I know, right, Fox? It's 3rd and 2. And he'll get the first down. Yeah.
And they will give them first down. This defense has been ferocious even in the day, Jake. It's not just the ones, it's the twos, it's the threes. They get an opportunity to be Michigan. They were leading against last year with the Big Ten. That was 2022.
First and 10. I don't know what this quarterback's trying to do. Going nowhere with it. 16-3, Troy. Wow. Second and 10, 11:53 to go. Snap. And he's going to run for really nothing. 3rd down.
What you're seeing here is 5-man defense, 5 defensive linemen and 2 linebackers. We've seen them play a 3-man, we've seen a 4-man, we've seen him play some dollar fights where they linebackers play defensive linemen. Really isn't. Here they're doing it. Young freshman.
Pass. Pressured. Overthrows his man. Coverage by Scott. You think what we're doing is bad? Oregon is smacking the, as my guy Uncle Lou would say, they're beating the soul and the will to live out of Oklahoma State 69-3. Nice. 69-3 against Oklahoma State. Not, Oklahoma State A&T or some small little tiny college. We're talking about, Gundy's team. I mean, damn. So now we're going to see Tavian St. Clair at quarterback.
insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the experience of this trainer and getting that trainer. Next trainer. I love about that. No, you're all right. No, smart. For that, we that trainer. I'm playing a little bit.
69-3. Wow. Ay. I know, right? Oklahoma State getting they got their backs blown out. They got Zane Flores at quarterback. 6 for 18, 61 yards, and 2 interceptions. "76 yards through the air." Dante Moore, 16 of 21, 266 yards, 3 touchdowns. Woodyard and Jerry Mixon have 2 pick sixes for Oregon as well. Then, is this a scoop and score? Damn. Wow.
Something where he's 15 leads against she gets Pacific and Eastern. I mean Pacific. Only on the Big Ten Network.
Wow. I went touchdown, punt, downs, punt, touchdown. Field goal, touchdown, punt, end of half. Punt, touchdown, punt, missed field goal, punt, touchdown, interception, interception. So they were, wow. Back to back pick sixes for OK State. That's tough. Wow.
These two guys actually that's the problem in the center with patience. If you're climbing up to the linebacker.
2nd and 5. There's a keeper. Lincoln with a run for a first down. Oh, watch out.
Right tackle. State. Right there. Bang, now get that. States. Seal the edge.
Now there's St. Clair, the freshman from Bellefontaine. Hands it off. I thought he kept it. Now he handed it off for a couple yards. 2nd down.
We're 2 snaps away. St. Clair having to go in and take these reps in. Right now, St. Clair is running the scout team. Much different. Running Ohio State's offense. So, what is this 4th quarter about? Strictly guiding reps for Tavian St. Clair. The game setting, and just getting a good club like this. Building just 2 teammates. Really, really important.
2nd and 6. Hands it off. Gets really nothing.
Jeff, I'm signaling for Oregon. Quick sixes on consecutive throws. That is a big game out of Eugene against the other OSU. Dan Lanning and Coach Gundy. It's a good little back and forth in the media this weekend.
4. Nad for the first down. That's Roberts.
He's been blocking his butt off all game.
It's an incomplete pass. Refs, really? Damn. First punt of the game for the Buckeyes. He dropped it. Has it, then dropped it. Oh my god, dude.
Sure, you can agree that if it touches your hands, you got to down. First punt of the day. Catch on 4.
All right.
Stay back for
We're right back, guys. There's a look at the upcoming schedule. Text, of course, Ohio next week on PCAC. Then we got a bye. Then we got Washington, Minnesota, Illinois, and then Wisconsin. Then another bye. And then we have Penn State, Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers, and the team up north to wrap it all up. Here's a handoff around the edge, right around the first down marker.
team meeting, player-led meeting, and now we've learned kind of what went on a little bit behind the scenes when players are challenging one another. It's an intense meeting. It's fun.
First and 10.
Team knew real potential last year. You know, they were capable of it. That Michigan game, their backs were against it. They responded.
Hands it off. 6:14 to go in the fourth. Here's a look at the new edition, the 2024 championship, I guess, banner thing. Second and 6. Snap. Off the hands, incomplete. That's my prediction. There would be 63-3. I knew this was probably going to happen too.
Rather than when the game looks back to completely dominating, it creates a natural intensity during
Let's
practice.
look at the defense. Guys on the sideline there. 3rd and 6. Pressure. Overthrows his man. That's Malik Hartford on the coverage. 4th down. Man.
Chance. They want to get Levi's please, but sit down. The way that Patricia went, this guy's thing, not give him the opportunity to get in there. I'm shocked. Was shocked when he's out. They're going to need.
Here's the punt.
16-yard line. That's the same player in the offense. So you can look at this. What's that, Zach? Geese. Try his toasted chicken bacon ranch with melty. Form comforting, huh? But you took
What are those scores? How about Florida only up by 3 against South Florida?
Checking off day first was really smart. Checking the jump shot. Checked off day first and say hundreds. Was it worth it? Yeah. Mel, the world's best hula hooper.
On it, that's my hand. 6 grams for reputation of running play.
Wow.
World greatest net. I'm John Lewis. If you're 50-85, please listen to this. A lot of what's on the isn't what it is. So rate 5 for your language. The guarantees that what's sure and rate can never work at any time, any reason. Many policies are you can get a lifetime record included. This plan is it's that coverage comes with a smart $9.05 it's less than 85 cents a minute. The rate is locked. Options can never cancel. And your acceptance is guaranteed. And now turn down. See where you're seeing. All for it information in the year. All are free. No offers. Keep on the number 25369. Soon enough for information in your free gift. That's why number 25369.
DJ Lagway, 197 yards, 1 interception. There's Jeremiah. Of course, I'll be doing my recap video after this game is over with. Buckeyes have it. St. Clair hands it off.
Talk about offensive line. They're blocking. There's that little counter action. How about number 11 there? Quincy Porter, fresh wide receiver.
Quincy Porter out there getting some reps now. Receiver. Snap. Play action. What a hit! Trying to go to Philip Bell, and instead he gave him a hospital pass. Ooh.
You can send that with zone coverage. So you don't want to run into a big hit, but you also throw your guy into a big hit. And a big hit indeed.
Come on, St. Clair. You can't be throwing your guys into the hits like that. 3rd and 2. Hand off. Jackson in space. Goes to the 50, 40, and brought down at the 30, 25-yard line. Wow. Through a hole, sheds a couple tackles, and then he's in open space.
Yeah, just what he's been putting on tape today. He continued to increase. 51-yard running with the bench. West back in that running.
Now West at running back, 1st and 10. It's about 4 or 5 yards. Oh, wow. So it was a pick 6 or something. Turnover on defense for Clemson. That's tough. That's what made it 16-0. Yikes. 2nd and 6. 629 total yards. So it's about 3rd and 4.
Nice block there. That's not a good one. Be surprised if they just bring in that counter once again.
2:37 to go. Do they get 70 points? Snap. Got it. 1st down. Drive continues.
Introduce. Take first quarter. Somebody gotta get somebody. First down. 250 yards on the run. This is the 3 minutes.
2-minute warning. 2-minute timeout. Zion Grady has more sacks than Bo and KJJ do combined. That's tough.
still animals. So to create trade, we create our own trade. So instead of swell and monkey, swell and pig. You know, sheep was on the one. Right now, the cheap trial is full of that. But the scenes released the 2025 cheap rate for women on the asphalt in March. Hurry, the spring of the brand September 30th. For years, everyone thought, oh, that's not enough. Yes, they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. Some fancy experts finished the network test. T-Mobile sort of overcame a profile. T-Mobile is the most advanced 5G. The 4 towers and their signal reaches further than them. So you can text an instant talk and say, you won't believe where I am. Seriously. Hey, we got signal. This game can get out of control. All the money, the unpredictability. It's time it's the mission of introducing the mission of coverage. We have lined up. Miss. The shoots fall short. The can't be up to the bit. But the listener has spoken.
Not that time.
You know, Spencer's health insurance doesn't cover what felt bad.
It's me. Wednesday hours. My meal of misfortune is now Wendy's. It's sheer torture. It's unique, cold, excruciating, gypsy dread. Enjoy the English.
Person 63 to nothing Buckeyes. What's the first thing most of you know this all? Right, they talk about that. You count they was 15. Put it back to the day. I thought they didn't know bad job. See that good job.
There's Nebraska. Matt Rule walking in against Akron. Kickoff is less than an hour away.
He could get third best completion, setting minimum of 10 completions in school history. June, in State. 8 of 19, only completion was an interception. Pretty good day. Things considered on time.
Offsides on the defense. Damn. Kids playing football. That's funny. First and 5. Hands it off. And he's in. Touchdown. Bo Jackson again. Huh? Oh, well, I guess not. Ref's got to be a buzzkill. Oh, okay. Yeah, you need one more guy in the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Should have had him scoot up a little bit. You know. Again, a lot of these guys haven't played in a game like this before, so. First and 10, though. Back where they were originally. I got around the edge. Near the first down and lost the ball, but it went out of bounds. Yeah.
Risk for a fumble on his back. So you do reach, you're never going to go on to. Big block, but he's going to have one. Right. That's the sideline. Good run, though. Yep, he was in there, too. Well, that's a big deal.
First and goal. Dixon now in at running back. And it's for the 1 yard line.
Shades for your first and fitting one guy touchdown. Watch the defensive end crash right here. I assume because he's the same player, he has the rushing ability. That's a cool move. He would have walked in the end zone.
I see Tavian run it in one time. 2nd and goal. Got it. Touchdown. Now it's 69-0.
One number 70.
Snap. Got it. I wouldn't have been too mad, obviously, but hey, we got 70 points. 10 touchdowns today for the Buckeyes. They get the ball back again. I don't think they will.
This distance. Geometry 101 right there, buddy. You will learn something when you watch the Big Ten. We learned a lot. We learned, again, the 7th straight week. Makes me say, well, the team numbers here. We learned why you read kick, right? It's on punts. Make them kick again. It's on synthesis last week. You learned counter. New score. Offensive line. So first career touchdowns today. Jackson, St. Dixon, 10 touchdowns by 9 different players. And in multiple touchdowns came from Jeremiah Smith. Seems big. He's talked about him in the
It's away.
Sequilin makes a good start at an 8-7-yard touchdown reception. Second lowest 10-8 reception. And just
All right. Oh my God, South Florida's beating Florida. Oh, okay. South Florida's winning and Warriors winning. 12-9 South Florida. Come on. And they got the ball, or is that from 4? All right, here's the handoff. Snapped up. And that'll wrap up this game. So Ohio State will pitch the shutout. And they will defeat Grambling 70-0. Are they going to run one more play? Yeah. Nope. Nope. Clock ran out. Buckeyes win 70-0. I knew this game would be ugly, but damn. But yeah, guys, so with that being said, as my dog is throwing a freaking hissy fit for some reason, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to get working on the recap video, which probably won't take too long, you know. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow for Browns and Bungles Week 1 NFL. I'll also be live in about a couple hours with my guy Ohio Game Talks on his channel for a little preview of the game tomorrow. That'll be fun. But I'm going to get back to watching some of these other games, man. It was fun. And yeah, on to Ohio next week. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go Buckeyes. I'm Crazy Dog. And I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah.